We got collectibles. We got history. NWA World Tag Team Titles, 1985 to 1990. Let's go. So going into 1985, your champions are the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, baby. And the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez. They hold those titles until March of 1985, when they are defeated by the Russian team, Ivan and Nikita Koloff. The Russian team holds those belts until July, until the Rock and Roll Express enter the NWA and Jim Crockett Promotions and win their first of 4 World Tag Team Championships. Also of note, at this point, Crusher Khrushchev had joined the Russian team, and it was actually he and Ivan Koloff who lost the belt to the Rock and Rolls. The team of Ivan and Nikita regained the belts in October, only to drop it to the Rock and Rolls again at Starrcade 85. Rock and Rolls are the champions going into 1986, but in February, some old rivals arrive in the form of Jim Cornette and the Midnight Express, Beautiful Bobby and Loverboy Dennis. Midnights take the belts February 2nd on a special Superstars on the Superstation event. Midnights hold those titles until August of 1985, when the Rock and Rolls are back again, and they defeat the Midnights to start their 3rd NWA World Tag Team Title run. The Rock and Rolls hold those belts until December, when they are defeated by the Awesome Twosome, Ravishing Rick Rude and the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez. Rude and Fernandez hold those belts until May of 1987, when the Rock and Roll Express gets them back. And notice what I said, gets, because Rick Rude had left for the WWF, so they basically had a phantom title change, where they said happened in Washington, where the Rock and Rolls beat Ivan Koloff and Manny, and they also showed an older match, a non-title match, where the Rock and Roll Express had defeated Rude and Manny. Then we get to September 29th, 1987, and I'm using the exact day because I'm calling this the day the music died. The Rock and Rolls lose their 4th and final NWA World Tag Team Title to the 4 Horsemen combination of Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson. Tully and Arn would be assisted by the Midnight Express, now consisting of Bobby Eaton and Sweet Stan Lane. More on that later. Tully and Arn are your champions going into 1988. First Clash of Champions happens that March. Tully and Arn dropped the belts to former Horseman Lex Luger and future Horseman Barry Windham, but it won't be for long, because less than 1 month later, Barry turns on Lex during a title defense, basically hands the belts to Tully and Arn, and joins the 4 Horsemen. Tully and Arn are going strong until September of 1988. They drop the belts to the Midnight Express, Beautiful Bobby and Sweet Stan, who become the first team to hold the U.S. and World Tag Team titles together, and Tully and Arn would leave the promotion from there. Unfortunately, the Midnights could barely savor their victory, as they didn't keep the belts long. Because, as this cover suggests, the Road Warriors went full-on heel in 1988, and they steamrolled the Midnights for those belts that September. The Road Warriors would hold those titles until April of 1989 at Clash of Champions 6, where they dropped them to the Varsity Club, Kevin Sullivan's group of Mike Rotunda and Dr. Death Steve Williams. During the match, referee Teddy Long clearly favored the Varsity Club, made a fast count, and he's going to be a heel manager pretty soon. Road Warriors back in the fans' good graces, as if they ever left. Varsity Club will hold the titles a little longer, until May at Wrestle War, where they attack special referee Nikita Koloff in a match with the Warriors, and the title is held up as it is vacant. A tag team title tournament is then held. Entering the tournament were Michael Hayes and Terry Gordy, the Fabulous Freebirds. Tournament finals happen at the June Clash, but there's a surprise. Jimmy Garvin, now Jimmy Jam Garvin, is the new Freebird, and with help from Terry Gordy, they defeat the Midnight Express in the finals, and they become the new NWA World Tag Team Champions. They hold the belts until November of 1989, when they lose the belts to the Steiner brothers, Rick and Scott. Basically be symbolic, as Rick and Scott would dominate into the 90s. The Steiners hold those belts until May 1990 at Capital Combat, where they are defeated by the equally awesome Team of Doom, Ron Simmons and Butch Reed with their manager Teddy Long. Doom will be the final NWA World Tag Team Champions, as they'll hold the belts into 1991, when this version of the NWA becomes what we know as WCW. Hope you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, and it doesn't have to end there. Go back and check out my other videos.